My name is Sherry Graham Potter. I'm the surviving spouse of Tim Graham. He was a Pima County, Arizona Sheriff's Deputy. He was killed August 10th, 2005. I was a newlywed at the time. We'd been married a month. I had two little boys from my first marriage. They were 8 and 11. So when this whole Nike Colin Kaepernick campaign dropped on Tuesday, it got my attention for a lot of obvious reasons. And so that evening, I sat down to write a post about it, and sitting next to my computer was this Nike hat that I've had for 13 years. And I looked at it and I realized something that I'd never really realized before, what that hat was a symbol of to me. And it was sort of an ironic moment. So when I looked at that hat, I realized what sacrifice really looks like. And so I sat down and I wrote that post. And it was sort of about that hat and my experience with Tim. And I had no idea what was coming around the corner with that post. So needless to say, you may or may not know that post has gone viral, and we've had 500,000 shares as far as I know. So I just wanted to share with you a little bit about Tim and our relationship and my experience after his death. Tim grew up very humble beginnings in a suburb of Chicago. He knew from a young age that he wanted to be a police officer. After high school, he went into corrections, and he served at Joliet until he was tired of the cold and decided to move south. So he came to Arizona and joined the corrections department here and did that for a few years, always sort of with the intention of going into law enforcement. And actually Tim and I met when he was in the academy. And so Tim was a pretty amazing guy. He had the biggest smile, and I will share some pictures and you'll see that for yourself. He had a heart of gold, and he absolutely loved what he did. He loved law enforcement, and he really, really cared about the people he interacted with. He was a gentle guy. He was a fun guy. He was sometimes my third child, and he was a pretty incredible man. And so when we lost him, it was a very, very devastating experience for us. And when this all came about, that experience sort of came flooding back, and the words that that company chose to use in their campaign about a man who, in my estimation, and I don't have any idea of Mr. Kaepernick's struggles in life or anything like that, I don't claim to, but to give him the moniker of sacrifice and hero, it really rubbed me the wrong way. So I just felt I needed to share my story and another perspective of what a hero really looks like. So that's sort of how we got here. I thank you so much if you read my post, commented on my post. I've gotten thousands upon thousands of messages. I'm trying to answer them all. It's completely overwhelming, but 99% of the responses have been so positive and so supportive, and I cannot thank you enough. And I've heard from so many people who are first responders and law enforcement, and I just am so blessed by that. So if you're one of those people, thank you so very, very much. I hope this reaches you healthy and well, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Thanks.